Welcome to Dark Love Psychology. Today, the victim card, emotional blackmail in relationships. Have you ever felt guilty for something you didn't even do wrong? Or apologized just to keep the peace, even when you weren't at fault? That's not love, that's emotional blackmail. And a common tactic is playing the victim. We'll break down how it works, the psychology behind it, how it exploits empathy, and how to protect yourself. We'll go chapter by chapter with clear examples in a calm, practical way. Chapter 1. What playing the victim really means. Playing the victim isn't about genuine hurt. It's using perceived suffering to control someone else's behavior. They exaggerate pain, blame others, or act helpless, not for comfort, but for power. Example: after a small disagreement, your partner says, "I guess I'm just a terrible person and you don't care about me at all." They're not seeking resolution. They're flipping the narrative so you feel guilty and give in. This tactic preys on empathy. The more you care, the easier it is to control you. Recognizing intent, not just emotion, is the first step to staying grounded. Key idea: compassion is healthy. Compliance under pressure isn't. Chapter 2. The psychology behind emotional blackmail. Emotional blackmail taps two powerful forces: guilt and responsibility. We're wired to respond to distress, especially in someone we care about. Manipulators exploit this instinct. They create a dynamic where their pain becomes your fault, their healing becomes your job, and their happiness depends on your behavior. Example: if you really loved me, you wouldn't go out with your friends. Suddenly, independence feels selfish, and you start sacrificing yourself to prove love. Chapter 3. Common victim card tactics. Guilt tripping. I guess I'm just not important to you. You feel obligated to prove them wrong. Deflection. I can't help it. That's just how I am. They avoid accountability. You carry the emotional load. Exaggerated suffering. I'm the worst. I don't deserve love. You rush to comfort and forget the original issue. Silent martyrdom, sulking, withdrawing, acting hurt without words. Example: confronted for rudeness, they cry, "I've been under so much stress." Focus shifts away from their behavior. Chapter 4. The empathy trap, why it works. Playing the victim hijacks empathy, the trait that makes love possible. Most people don't want to hurt others. When someone acts wounded, we rush to fix it. Manipulators weaponize that compassion against you. Example: I can't sleep when we fight. Now you're worried about them, not the issue. You compromise boundaries to keep them okay. Remember, empathy doesn't equal obligation. Chapter 5. Emotional debt, when caring becomes control. Repeated guilt tripping stacks up emotional debt. You start to believe you owe them attention, forgiveness, even sacrifice. But this is a false debt. You're not responsible for someone else's feelings, especially when they're manipulating them. Example: I gave up everything for you, and this is how you treat me. This frames you as indebted to win your compliance. Clarity breaks the spell. Care can be kind without being coerced. Chapter 6. How to recognize victim manipulation. Red flags. You feel guilty even when you did nothing wrong. Conversations always circle back to their pain, never solutions. Apologies feel like obligations, not choices. They never take accountability. There's always a reason. Example: you discuss boundaries. It becomes about their trauma. Nothing changes. Chapter 7. Breaking free, setting boundaries without guilt. Start with this mindset. You're not responsible for someone else's emotions. Separate feeling from fact. Their feelings are real, but not proof you did wrong. Use clear, firm language. I understand you're upset, but I'm not responsible for your happiness. Don't reward manipulation. If guilt tripping leads to you giving in, the cycle continues. Prioritize accountability. Growth takes ownership, not control through pain. Example: I see you're hurt, but my decision is final. Detachment isn't cruelty, it's clarity. Boundaries create room for respect, including self-respect. Healthy relationships run on trust, communication, and mutual responsibility, not guilt, fear, or control. If someone constantly plays the victim to get their way, they're seeking power, not love. When you stop responding to emotional blackmail, that power disappears. Chapter 8. Final thoughts. Love without manipulation. Real love respects your boundaries. Don't confuse manipulation for love. Real love doesn't demand your guilt. It respects your boundaries. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe to Dark Love Psychology for more insights and tips to help you succeed. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.